Welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, I'm a top author on the TRADINGVIEW platform as well as running an educational program and swing trading full-time with my students. In this video, we will be speaking about XRP USD and why it's providing a very good opportunity at the moment for a nice swing trade. So I will invite you to check it out until the end because it will be also educational, because you will see how you can use multi-time frame analysis and order flow to find good opportunities in the market. So without further ado, go and check out the video. XRP USD is probably one of the most interesting market to follow at the moment, both from a swing trading perspective and basically investing perspective. Now, the reason for this is that Ripple is back at the initial prices, okay? So there is the opportunity from here to catch all the move to the upside. But to do this, we have to be very smart when it comes to both from an investing perspective and trading perspective if you will be using leveraged positions. So in this video, we will be seeing how we can spot what big players are doing. Obviously, XRP is correlated with what we have on Bitcoin. So we will be diving deep on what kind of situation we have both from a technical perspective and order flow perspective. So today we will be speaking about XRP, but not as a swing trading perspective as usual. If you know me, I always speak about pairs from a swing trading perspective. In this video, we will be speaking about it from an investing perspective, because if you believe in the mission that XRP has, then this is a very interesting area of price in which you can actually be accumulating some proper positions, okay? It probably doesn't get much better than this. But if you are here just for swing trading advice as usual and swing trading lessons, then I will also speak about swing trading advice, basically explaining to you guys how most of the times market makers will manipulate the market, because that is probably what will happen also here on XRP USD. So even if you're here only for swing trading as usual, stick to the video. So first of all, why it's very important that basically if you do believe in XRP, then this is probably one of the best prices that you will have. Why? Now, if you look at what happened, okay, from the beginning, the market started here, created a nice impulse to the upside, then started this correction, accumulation phase, huge impulse to the upside. So the huge impulse to the upside started from here, meaning that from here there was basically a very strong accumulation zone, meaning that now that the market went straight inside of the area, okay, testing all the demand, there will be some bullish pressure, and we have already seen a clear rejection, right? Now at the moment we are below 20 cents. Now below 20 cents for XRP, I believe is very, very good, okay? It is very good if you believe in what XRP will do, because obviously if you don't, then probably XRP, I mean, if it fails, then obviously it's zero. I mean, go buy XRP. But if you do believe in the mission of the company, then there is definitely a possibility for a big push to the upside. And as usual, guys, trading is all about probabilities and risk to reward. And in this case, the risk to reward is very high. That is the only reason for which I'm actually interested in XRP, okay? Because I don't really believe in the mission, specifically for the way in which they treated XRP, which obviously has not much to do with the actual company. Just a quick reminder, make sure you comment below and you let me know which pairs you would like me to cover in the next video. In general, since it is a good risk to reward, as usual, then I am interested in the opportunity here from below 20 cents. I would never buy from higher, but below 20 cents, I can make an exception, okay? Because the risk to reward is good. So I'm basically happy to put some money at risk here from an investing perspective rather than swing trading perspective. So with this said, this is a pretty good area if you believe basically in the overall mission for XRP to buy without leverage or with minimum leverage. And what do we have from a technical perspective on the daily time frame? Because I want to speak about this concept from a swing trading perspective, basically how actually market makers most of the times in this situation will manipulate the market. Actually, more than the weekly, I want to explain it from a daily perspective because it's easier. Now, what is the situation from a daily perspective? Okay, you have an impulse, okay, in the market, and you have a very clear correction, okay? Now, most retail traders, when they see a clear impulse and a clear correction like this, what do they all spot? They all spot a rising wedge, right? So they will all have something like this on their charts. It's just a regular pattern, very basic pattern. So everybody is looking at this possible wedge formation for continuation to the downside, right? So what they will be doing, as soon as the market will break to the downside, it will break the wedge to the downside, then what they will be doing? They will be basically shorting. So short, 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 short. Now, all the shorting, what it will do, it will give the possibility to hedge funds and big players in the market to actually buy. And that is why you see so many times, basically this pattern turn out to actually be a W formation. Why? Because what will happen? The market will make a big push to the downside. All retail traders will start to short. That is perfect. Hedge funds start to buy, and what happens? The market makes a push to the upside, creating this W formation. Then what happens? Hedge funds start taking their profits, and the W formation completes at the neckline. That is why you see so many times the market create a W formation or M formations, and then obviously the completion to the neckline. Okay, you see this happening over and over again. So this is just a quick thing that I wanted to share with you guys, because definitely there is a possibility that it will happen here specifically, since we know that we have all this very strong demand here. Okay, we have very strong demand all inside of this area. What there is the possibility that the market will do is first make a push to the downside, which would also create a minor M formation here, goes to hunt all the liquidity here, and then start to push to the upside. But from an investing perspective, this is just from a swing trading perspective that it makes difference. From an investing perspective, you're anyway if you buy from now, you're still buying below 20 cents. So it's still good, considering that, I mean, worst case scenario, it goes to zeros, and the best case scenario is very high. So the risk to reward is enormous here. So this is basically a lesson that I wanted to give you about swing trading in general. This obviously applies to Forex market, to all markets. And from an investing perspective, yes, I just wanted to point out that if you do believe in the mission of XRP, then this might be one of the best opportunities that you get. Obviously, the market could break lower, which would be better, but this is probably the best that it gets if XRP will actually succeed, because if it doesn't, obviously we're going to zero. Yes, these two things. First of all, heads up on the situation on XRP, pointing out this is a good opportunity, and a quick swing trading lessons on how W and M formations actually are perfect for hedge funds to actually hunt up all the stop losses and generate the liquidity that they need to always bring in basically new money in the market. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more education and analysis for all of you, as well as going and checking out the mentorship program. You find the link in the description. You will first learn all the rules of my strategies, and then you will trade them live with me. Each and every day I will give you a new daily market breakdown showing you exactly how to apply the strategies with entry, stop, take profit, as well as answering every question that you have each and every day. So I will invite you to go and check it out, or go and check out the next video.